What's up, guys? It's NottheWinner, and I really just wanted to talk to you guys about Diablo 4. I'm extraordinarily excited for the release of this game. As you guys know, I've played Diablo 2 on my channel, I've played Diablo 3 on my channel, and back in the day, I was a huge fan of Diablo 2 when it originally came out and played it pretty much religiously. So, Diablo 4 has been a very long awaited game for me that I've been very excited to bring to this channel. So I will be playing the early access on the 17th and the 19th, and also the open beta on the 24th to 26th. First off, if you do get the early access beta as well as the open beta, the data does save between the two betas. So you can play your same character in the open beta that you were playing in the early access beta, which is actually huge because that gives you the full amount of time to explore the entirety of the first act. That's what we're going to get access to. I believe the level cap is going to be 20 for that, maybe 25. I believe it was 20 though. A few good things about this. We get a fair chance to try out a few different bosses. We can also try out many different characters. Getting a level 20 on a character doesn't take incredibly long. And also, I think being able to play through the entire first act is going to be a good way to introduce us to how the new Diablo 4 is going to feel in comparison to the old Diablo games. And because we don't have that, like with Diablo 2 Remastered, where most of us already knew where everything was and how to do things, there's going to be that high level of exploration, which should be very interesting. Now, obviously, the classes is very interesting that we're only going to be starting with 5 classes. I like it. I think it's a good plan, but I hope that they are very well defined. From what we saw on the Barbarian, you get like an 18-second video on it. It seems like an okay class. The Druid actually looks really cool. It's very similar to the way that the Barbarian was looking at first, but then you get to see it like do a crowd control here thing coming up where it runs in, slams, and then it calls down tornadoes, lightning, and more. So he gets power of the elements along with his actual skills, which is pretty darn cool. The sorcerer, I mean, shaping the elements, it's great and all. Like, it's really cool to be able to see the classic sorcerer skills still having a use here. I just am worried about its strength. Will it be strong enough to handle everything we need to handle? Sorceress was always one of my favorite classes to play in Diablo 2. I was basically obsessed with it. And I really hope they do it justice in this one. I don't think I'll be playing a barbarian though. Let's go ahead and show you what that one looks like. So pretty cool. Pretty like just typical barbarian, just gonna be in there tanking, leaping, just doing all sorts of stuff, but it and shouting, but it just doesn't seem that fun to play. The Necromancer and Rogue both have very long trailers, so we're not going to sit through the entire trailers, but essentially it has some very cool moments where you get to see them do where they make the body explode, corpse explosion or whatever it's called. But yeah, so you get to see all like the cool Necromancer abilities. My biggest issue with Necromancer is in Diablo 2, if you weren't strong enough, then if all your skeletons and everything else gets knocked down and there's no more dead bodies, there was pretty much nothing that you could do. But obviously, that's on you as a player to get strong enough for the challenges you're going to face. So, Necromancers have always been a very cool class to me. I've always loved the summoning your own army to fight for you aspect, but it also gets boring at times. So I do have my concerns there. I think I will be trying the Necromancer first, either that or the Rogue. The Rogue just seems like it's very well done in this game. Obviously, like it has those Amazon trap vibes while still having like the assassin type skills along with it. So they basically merged the two into the Rogue. It seems very, very useful in all sorts of different situations, but I worry how tanky it might be. So that's the only reason I might avoid the class. Right now, I'm a huge Sorcerer fan, so I will definitely try out a Sorcerer, but my first character is between Druid and Necromancer at the moment. And I think I'm going to go Druid first just to kind of brute force my way through a lot of the initial combat, because normally your first playthrough on normal difficulty, they don't have too many resistances to things and you just kind of smack them around. The like locations look pretty darn nice. Obviously, like these ones look way more done, and I don't think it'll look like that in game, whereas this one looks like what you might see in the game. But if you look at this, it's like, dang, if that looks anything like that, that's way too artsy. Overall, the strongholds idea is cool. So it seems like to unlock your waypoints and safe zones, you have to complete the stronghold and defeat the whole stronghold, and then from there you get like a safe teleport. So very cool idea there instead of just finding teleports just out in the open. And then obviously your classic PvP. Um, Overall, the game seems extraordinarily cool, and I did want to talk about the different editions here. So, one of these features that I thought was very, very interesting is up to 4 days early access to Diablo 4's launch. So, you get that with the Digital Deluxe or the Ultimate Edition. And the only real differences between Ultimate Edition and Digital Deluxe is you get the accelerated seasonal pass, so basically 20 tiers skipped on your seasonal pass, and then also the Wings of the Creator emote. Otherwise, Digital Deluxe has everything else, including Season Battle Pass unlocked, just not the 20 tier skips. Now, the Standard Edition, you do still get 3 different cosmetics, one of them being a mount in World of Warcraft, so it's kind of like, okay, and one of them is a cosmetics in Diablo Immortal, and then one of them is wings and a pet in Diablo 3. So it's kind of like, it's cool and all, but you have to still be playing those other games for it to hold any value. So standard edition is more of what you want if you're just trying to check out the game, see if you like it, and everything like that. The other editions are basically, do you want to get access to this June 2nd instead of June 6th? Do you want to really start grinding out the game, sweating it out, enjoying the real Diablo grind? Then I'd say pick up those versions. Now, with these season passes, some people are asking, okay, wait, hold on. Is this going to be pay to win like Diablo Immortal? I can answer that for you. No. There will be no purchases of any level of power in any sort of way. In fact, the battle pass, the free portion of the battle pass, there are some unlocks that can help you get stronger. But in the premium version, the one that you actually have to pay for, there are only cosmetics or coins for the cosmetics store. So you are not getting access to anything that's going to make you any stronger for any amount of money, which is absolutely incredible to me. The only pay to win feature that I see is the 4 days early access if you order Digital Deluxe or Ultimate Edition. And even still, it's likely that the season won't even. Well, no, I'd hope that the season would be beginning and that they wouldn't make us build a character for 4 days, then start the season. Or maybe season will start a month after launch to give everyone time to practice the game. Your characters from the early access, the original early access, the one not in June, the one that's coming up next week, your characters from this early access will not transfer into the full game. You will have to start over when the game does officially launch, but it does give you a good idea of how it's all going to go, what the world's going to look like, what the story is, and just kind of like what's good with it. So if you guys are interested in Diablo, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what class you guys are interested in playing, and really what system you guys are playing on as well, because I'm intrigued to see what system everyone's trying to pick this up on. If you guys are excited for the Diablo 4 hype, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.